Hey everyone, I just woke up, made a couple espressos, wiping the sleep out of my eyes. I thought it'd be a good idea just to show you guys, while I let the dogs out, how the plants in the front are doing. I'm gonna give you a quick little walk around the grow room, and then I think that's pretty much it for today. But without further ado, the front garden looks okay. We've got a lot of grass that I have to take out, but honestly, we're gonna be moving soon, so I don't know if I wanna take the time to do that, but I'll probably end up just doing a nice clean before we end up going. Just because that's a nice thing to do. But we haven't been told that we're gonna be moving yet. We're just getting prepared because the baby's coming soon. So this guy's starting to green up nicely. I was worried about it because it was holding on to a little bit of a discoloration for a while, but I gave it a top dress of a that's like a micro and macro slow release nutrient, and I think that sorted it out pretty good. The rosemary is okay. Honestly, it's growing quite scraggly. Not sure what the cause of that is exactly. I'm not particularly very happy with how it's growing, but it's still a nice rosemary bush, so nonetheless I can't complain. This is the Tiger Panache fig that's for 250 subscribers. That's coming up pretty soon. So once I hit 250, I'll be giving this away. And here's the Barbados cherry that recently had a fruit. I'm gonna be posting a video of the fruit. Get away from that. Here's the perpetual pesto basil that never goes to flower, and it's variegated, which is nice. And, variegated bougainvillea. I like how the new tips, they come out as a nice color. And the variegated brugmansia starting to push out a bunch of flowers, so that's gonna look real sharp soon. And the new heads are still pushing out more flowers. All those little cones you see in the center are the flowers that are up next. The pink lemon is doing really good. It's pushed out a totally green leaf, which is kind of odd, but it continues to go variegated after that, I think, so not an issue there. The juicy pineapple's doing real nice. And then the guava is just loaded with flower buds. Here's a couple guava that are going to be ready by the end of the season. And then all those little bud structures you see are fruits that are going to form. And it usually holds on to its fruit, unlike other plants. Well, I find that it drops like one or two, but it holds on to a decent amount. I had a friend over, and he said that I should name the top one Darth Vader and the bottom one Yoda. I don't know if that's going to be copyright issues or what, but I think it'd be a cool idea. Oh, it's time to go inside. Okay, everybody. So it's late at night. When I made the video in the beginning, it was early in the morning. Now it's like right before I'm going to bed, so I'm super tired. I spent some time rearranging this room and cleaning it up a bit. So yeah, I just want to show you guys what I've got going on in here, and I'm gonna wrap it up. But I think that in the next couple of videos I'm gonna have some exciting news, so just keep following along. You know, I try to keep it funky and fresh. I'm really tired, sorry guys. Okay, so down here, these are red orchid lily or orchid cactus. This one was cuttings from this one. I have another one right there, which is it's already rooted and it's starting to push out new growth. And then there's two Aglionoma, and that's a Ficus Benjamin, just like this guy right here. Over here, got a couple new additions to my columnar cactus. This is Trichocereus bridgei, or Bridge C, Bridge C. When I got it, had a little bit of damage on top, but I'm not really worried about that. There's also some damage on the sides. I'm hoping it just outgrows all of that. Worst case scenario, I'll chop it, and it should, through one of these top aerials, it should basically push out a whole new stem. Here's Old Man of the Andes. Here is a true Browningia hertlingiana. It's young, but you can see it's starting to exhibit its blue hue, along with its I would say kind of like lobed protrusions, whereas you see like this one's a little more smooth all the way down. This is a toothpick cactus. This one, it's starting to develop like characteristic, like almost like lumps. So here's a variegated San Pedro. I'm still not sure what this one is, right here. And then this is a old man cactus. And these are Luchenbergia principis, or agave or prism cactus. And then that's a rooted tubercle. Here's a graft that I did. I don't know if it's gonna take. Fingers crossed. I took it from this guy, so it's not looking so good. But I don't really like the way that it looks in the first place. So if anybody wants that, I'll end up selling it really cheap. Or I'm gonna end up grafting it later, and hopefully that gives me a bigger plant that I'm actually happy with. Some K. spitosas, Lophophorus. Here's a Northern Williamsii, self-fertile, really old specimen. And here's a Frickie, or a Frickii. Here's a Koreshi, something like that, and this one is too. So this one is about to flower. I think it's the same one as this one, but I don't know for sure. I'll know when it flowers. Here's a variegated K. spitosa, or K. spitosa. And here's another one with different colors of variegation. This is a green variegation. This is a white variegation. And here's another Lophophora. And here's one of my favorite plants. This is a Aztecium ritteri. Super cool. Has like lizard skin. Speaking of lizard skin, that brings me to the next one. This is Capiapoa. It starts with an H. I forget the name. It's like Hypogia or something like that. Lizard skin. It's really nice. Beautiful Capiapoa. Really nice brown, rigid looking skin, almost like bark on a tree, with those the characteristic spines, and then it has the trichrome patches that are those little white tufts of hair. Super, super beautiful. Another couple Lucemburgia. Here's Astrophytum myrostigma, sorry. Both of these. These are degrafts with roots. And then these are seed grown. These ones are variegated, I'm sure you guys know. Oh, look at it. This one's starting to... That's way more than it's pushed out. I didn't even notice that before. That's awesome. So it's starting to grow, I can tell. These ones are doing good. So this is a variegated Thanksgiving cactus. That's a regular Thanksgiving cactus. And these are Astrophytums. Variegated Astrophytum. Sorry if I'm breathing. Sorry if I'm breezing through these really fast. Aztecium valdezii, or valdezi, which is related to this one. These are some philodendron biltiae, I think. And then Zebrina or something like that. Wandering Dude. Motherfucker babies. A little bit of like what looks like green algae in there, but the strong will survive and the weak will die. This is degraft that's gone pretty poorly. I'm suffering from some rot, so oh god. I just hope it's okay. I hope it outgrows all of this. Otherwise I'll be cutting it up and grafting it, which is not ideal. And more babies in here. Godzilla. Here's one of the pieces that I had to remove from this guy. Sorry, indigestion. Here's one of the pieces that I had to remove from this guy. This is a green on green Monstera. If anyone in Canada is interested, it's for sale. Here's a Thai Constellation. This is my Thai with a new leaf coming out. And this is the Thai Constellation I just purchased for 750 subscriber giveaway. So this one has a lot nicer variegation. The very bottom leaf is a little bit damaged, but that will be the first leaf to go, so I'm not really worried about it. By the time I'm sure I hit 750 subscribers, I'll probably have something nicer than this even. Probably on the... I'll probably be a big old plant like this. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, it'll definitely be bigger by then, which is nice. And it should definitely have a nice, almost half moon style variegation. It's not quite the full leaf, but it looks like as it goes up, it's still maintaining this this consistent amount of variegation, which is almost about 50-50, and that's an ideal for the most amount of variegation you want for a plant. This is pretty much unaffected by variegation, if I'm not mistaken. It'll grow similarly to a regular Monstera. Here's a Ficus triangularis, related to this guy right here. Also related to Ficus carica. Here's a ZZ. This one is a chameleon. So as it starts off young, it'll have these light colored leaves, and when it hardens off, it'll start to look like this. Typically, these are what the younger leaves will look like, but this one looks like it's almost suffering from chlorosis. That's actually what the cultivar looks like. And then I've got another one right here. This is called a Black Raven. It's also a ZZ plant. One of the leaves fell off, and the cool thing about these are they readily grow whole plants from their leaves. A lot of people don't know that, so if you ever are in a garden store and you see one of them and you really want them, refrain from pulling off a leaf and sticking it in the soil at home. because that might get you into some trouble. But if nobody's looking, I didn't tell you to do it. So this is a elephant bush, a variegated African elephant bush. Here's a Hindu rope Hoya. I like to find a better name. Hoya carnosa compacta variegata is the scientific name for this one. And here's a variegated tricolored jade plant. And this, I'll be driving this over this weekend and dropping it off. The winner I found out was about a half an hour away. That was Maisie Blitz. So yeah, that's gonna be fun, having a little road trip out there. It's not far at all, so not a bad gig. Glad I don't have to ship it. This guy that I got for free is apparently a blueberry, a tropical blueberry, and it's starting to push out new growth, which I'm really stoked about. And this is a platinum peace lily. And ZZ on the variegated, also called domino peace lily, pushing out a flower. And I got a staghorn fern right there. So that pretty much concludes everything. Sorry it's so quick. It's still probably a long video in hindsight. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I love all y'all watching my videos. I appreciate you tagging along. And I hope you really, I hope you learned something, or at least, you know, seen something you liked. If you want to comment, throw a comment down in the comment section. I'd like to know what your favorite plant out of all these plants are in particular. I also would like to know what your favorite plant is in general. Without further ado, I wish you guys a wonderful day and peace.